Hello and welcome to another episode of Frog Plays Minecraft. In this episode, we are going to tour around and see some things that I updated and changed. You can see something right there. It looks ugly. Don't look at it. But we're actually also going to do a little tutorial on how to make this thing I built, you see behind me, a little bit better. Let me show you kind of what's happened. Not too much, really. I haven't really had much time to play Minecraft. But if we look over here, originally I had a wheat farm that was sort of like a auto harvester type thing. It's still here, but I have abandoned it. And I've allowed these guys to take over. They're doing great planting stuff. They're fine. It's okay. We'll just leave them to it. Eventually we'll clear out the fences and beautify the place a little bit better. But if you take a look over here, I have this monstrosity that I built just sort of offhand. I wasn't really going by any schematics. I wasn't really following any plan. I was just like, okay, let's build a bottom layer. And I was like, hey, we could build another one on top and make it all harvest at once. So the concept of this is you have your field of wheat or whatever. You can do carrots and potatoes, beets, but you have water here, and when these gates open, it floods and pushes all the food products into these hoppers, which then go into this container. And so to maximize the amount of food you harvest each time you plant, I have created vertical crop setup. It optimizes the amount of land we have and allows for more things. So the way this works is you go up here to the top and it has water up here and it pushes all the food to the edge right here, and they drop down, and then you go down and this one also opens, and so on and so forth until you get to the bottom. Now this one had some flaws, namely things would get stuck in various places. I'll show you. I'm gonna push the button. Alright, you ready? Let's push it. Okay, so we're harvesting, things are flying everywhere, and as you can see, it kind of goes in waves. The food starts up at the top and then it goes down, it kind of slinks its way to here. But I have come up with a much quicker concept, at least for food harvesting, and I will show you that now. Transition! Ta-da! Here is the new and improved version of what I built in my Minecraft world. This is obviously creative mode, so I had the freedom to do whatever I wanted. But as you can see, it's much sleeker design, very cubular, and the redstone's a little bit better, I think. I don't know. There may be more efficient ways to manage the redstone, but this essentially does the same thing. I will plant some plants. We're not going to wait for these to grow because that's going to take a while. But I will show you the concept. Alright, so we've planted some things. And then when they're fully grown, you just come and push this button. So instead of having the water start from one side, go down, and then to the lower level and then go back and forth and snaking back and forth like a crazy person, they all just come to the same side and drop down like so, and then boom, shoop, all into the same slot, and very little problems. We may need to redesign the way we get up and down from here, because I have noticed that this ladder tends to block some of the stuff, not all of it. Rarely does it get caught there on the corner. so that might be something I have to look into. Maybe a recessed ladder or something. We'll figure it out. But for now, this is the design we're going to go with. It's pretty nice. I think it works better in building. So if we wanted to make a fancy building, this is a better shape. This is the redstone that we're going to go with. As you can see, it's pretty uniform, which is nice. And it can be easily disguised. And here's the button. Goes under there. So back to the main world, and we will begin demolition of the previous project. All right. So we're back in our Minecraft world, and we are going to start the demolition project. All right, but we want to scoop up all the water first. And then we can clean up the water. And there we have it. All the water has been removed, so now we can easily demolish the rest of the building. Obviously, starting at the top will be preferable, working our way down. Alright, but you get the concept. We're just gonna remove it all, and with the magic of video editing, boop! There we go. It is down. The monstrosity is gone. Gonna keep the rest of this dirt here because we'll be using it. But essentially we have all the materials that we need. Alright, so first off we're gonna lay the groundwork for the water. And the water will be at the same level on the backside as the dirt. So we'll place our blocks for the water to sit on top of. But then we want to place our stairs. And this needs to be 7 blocks. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe is what we're at. And then we're going to place another row here. This is what's going to be activating the trap doors to open and close. This is where the repeaters will go. Right here, pointing this way. Boom, 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 boom. This will be the back to keep the water from flowing outwards. Keep it entrapped, just like that. And this time around, I'm actually going to try and use glass. I may color it later. Just because this is going to let in a little bit more light. Probably just do it on the back side rather than this side, because I think this side is going to be showing to the townspeople, and we want it to look like a castle. So we're going to keep that. Alright, got that set up. Let's go ahead and add a back. Just to block the water. And kind of see where it's going to go. It's going to go to right here. So we're actually a little bit too far out. There. See, that is going to be entrapping the water right where we want it. Gobble up this. And here we have the base layer. So you can have whatever material you want on the outsides. This is just going to be covering on top of there because I want it to. We actually probably could have put these right on top. Yeah, I'll scoot it over here in a second. But now we can go vertically and start building our way up, building the next layer, at least the frame for it. Then we'll add water and the trapdoors. And then lastly, we'll do the redstone. All right, the basic structure has been completed. So now we can get to work on the redstone and the water and the trapdoors. Firstly, since we have this all done, I'm going to go ahead and place the hoppers here. We'll place the first one there, pointing at the chest, obviously, and then all the other hoppers just point at each other, if I can get out. That way, any stuff that lands on them or near them will just go into this chest, which is what we want. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this first layer. So, with 2 water buckets, you must place them 1 block apart, and the middle block will turn into an infinite block. How magical. And we go up to the next. Alright, so we've got all the water canals set up, all the trapdoors set up, and plowed all the land, ready for planting, and redstone. So on the back side, we need each of these to be activated by redstone. So the block that the trapdoor is sitting on is this one right here, so we need to point redstone directly at it. In addition to this, we need another row behind the redstone repeaters so that we have something to put redstone on, like so. Alright, then we just repeat this all the way up. Alright, now that we've got all the repeaters on the back end, we're going to put a line of redstone connecting them all, and then jump off the building. It's okay, totally planned, totally helpful. Alright, and last little bit of redstone here. Okay, it's completely wired up now. Now I'm going to show you how to get each of these, the redstone signal that they need. So in order to give you a clear idea of the wiring for this, I'm going back into the creative world because it's a little bit easier to get around here. Basically, you've got the switch right here, and underneath we've got a setup here. I'll just clear away some of this dirt. Okay. So what you see here, there is one piece of redstone directly under the block that has the switch on it. Then I've got a little half slab here. That way the redstone signal can get to this torch. Then we do a straight line of redstone from the torch all the way to the back corner of this machine. And then we've got one more repeater facing towards the back of the device. Now under that, the repeater goes directly to another block with a redstone torch on it. And from there, you place another block on top of that, redstone torch, then a block, redstone torch, block, redstone torch to the side, then a block, and then a redstone torch, and so on and so forth. So let's try and repeat this in the actual Minecraft game that I have going. Alright, so the way this is wired up, we've got our switch, and that is connected to this block, which is over the top of some redstone, which activates or deactivates this torch, which then connects to this line of redstone that goes down a little bit, one block towards the end, kind of on the corner of this. It kind of turns just after this glass block. Anyway, that points at this block here, which then creates a chain effect to make sure that all these light up at the same time. Now, when these are lit, the doors are closed or open. The doors are blocking the water when these are lit. And the reason we did this weird little switchback thing right here in this section, so it doesn't just go block, torch, block, torch, block, torch, because that doesn't line up with the distance we made each floor. So this kind of reverts it back to the right signal. I'll go up and I'll show you. So it goes, that connects to the block that a torch is on. Then there's a block and a torch, block, torch, block. And then a torch on the back side. Then a block, torch, block, torch, block, torch. So that's the gist of it. We can cover this up. We do need, we're going to need a half slab right here. But this portion right here could be completely covered. Without any issues affecting the redstone. But right here, if we put a block right here, it'll cut it off and then it won't work. A stair might work, but for now we'll just leave it open. But let's go ahead and see if all the water flows at the same time when we push this button. Or flip the switch. And voila, look at that. It's working. That closes them all so the water stops flowing. As it stands right now, if we flip this switch and it pushes all the stuff off, it's going to land everywhere. It's going to land all over here. So we need a wall right here to safely keep everything inside. Burn! I'm sorry you had to go like this. Alright, as you can see, we have finished the wall of glass, which will protect our crops from being shot out all over the place. I've also planted some crops and added the glass that I said I wanted to on this side. I'm going to take a step back and see how it looks. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I did put glass kind of unevenly right here. I think it's going to be okay looking. We're just going to do a wall of 2 blocks like this. These stone bricks. We're just going to finish that look on this side. And I think it'll look pretty nice all the way up. A good bit more even than it does right now. And it will hide the redstone. So I'll show you inside. I think this is the middle. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I guess if it's 8, there's not going to be a real middle. But I put these lanterns up. Not entirely necessary to grow crops. Because crops will actually grow in the dark as long as they're within a certain number of blocks of the sky. And you don't even need to water them either. But I'm not sure what to do on the top here. Like a roof. I think I may just do a flat layer of the cobbles, or the brick that I have here. And then kind of start the whole castle build that I had wanted to do. This needs to be too high. There we go. Same with this one. Whoa, I'm all out. Anyway, we'll go make some more, but this is starting to come together nicely. Gotta fill up that side too. And the redstone. I think I'm going to make an additional video that's just specifically kind of like a tutorial on how to build this. Just to make it a little bit smoother. Give you all the pieces you need. But this is working, and it's in my Minecraft world, so I'm happy about that. And this should be it for now. Pretty good. It's going to look even better when the rest of the castle is connected to it. But yeah, I think that's it for now. Thank you for watching this build of our auto harvester. I guess we can give it one more shot. I don't think everything's grown, but let's go ahead and harvest all the stuff. Here we go. Look at that. Everything nicely lined up in a row. Some of the potatoes made it too far. And I think they're just clogged. It's just clogged a little bit. As you can see, the stairs, yeah, the stairs are a big problem. We need to change how those work. I want to thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Share with your friends. I'm trying to grow the channel a little bit better. I've kind of been fairly casual when it comes to promoting myself. But yeah, if you aren't subscribed, subscribe. There'll be more fun videos like this. And like, because liking the video makes it so other people will see it. You can also dislike the video. That's fine too. That won't hurt my feelings. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next episode where we continue to build our beautiful castle and other things in Minecraft. Bye-bye!